Damian Lillard is a Milwaukee Buck. Those words don't feel real still to me. I don't even know what to say about it. I literally been dreaming about this moment for years. Like the last 2 years, 3 years. There was a point in time where Dame and Giannis were rumored to be talking, having, a friendly relationship, but that's when it kind of started for me, the hope that one day Dame could come to Milwaukee, or at least Giannis maybe team up with Dame elsewhere, I don't know, but obviously I want Giannis here, but I love Giannis too. But yeah, this is surreal. First, I want to get out of the way that Jrue Holiday, I love Jrue Holiday so much, and I hope he goes to a contender where he's happy at. He just came out the other day, and like literally yesterday, and said like he wants to retire a Buck. So it's really unfortunate for him, but hey, we move. Dame is a Milwaukee Buck, and that's more important, unfortunately. I love Jrue, though. So, of course, we were able to keep guys like Bobby Portis and Marjon Beauchamp. Like, I'm so happy about that, too. It's like, we only gave up Grayson Allen to basically upgrade Damian Lillard, or Jrue to Damian Lillard. So, that's insane. I mean, obviously, some picks involved, but when we win this championship, one of the next 2-3 years, if not more than one, it's not going to matter. These picks, it's one pick, 2029, and 2 swaps. That's it. It's about the same we gave up for Jrue in the first place. So I think actually it's probably less. So that's insane. And speaking of that, we got to put some respect on my boy John Horst's name. We got to let him cook, bro. He cooked up this trade to get Dame behind everyone's backs. Nobody thought this was going to happen. Like literally nobody. Nobody was reporting this. There was maybe one report that maybe Dame was or they were considering trading for Dame or something like that. Like everyone thought it was going to be the Heat, maybe the Raptors, maybe the Sixers, but no. It's the Bucks. He really turned Eric Bledsoe into Holiday and then into Damian Lillard. That is, that's crazy. It's like evolution, like in Pokemon or whatever. The starter is Eric Bledsoe, which he was alright. He's a good defender. He choked in the playoffs. And then Jrue, he's an even better defender, but still choking in the playoffs. And now we got our point guard, Damian Lillard, who does not choke in the playoffs. At least he hasn't yet. And I have no knock on wood for that. So think about this. We got Damian Lillard. Then we got maybe Pat Connaughton in that starting shooting guard spot. Maybe Malik Beasley can improve and be that starting two. Kind of like a Grayson Allen, similar 6'4". I think they're both 6'4". Both can shoot the ball pretty well. Malik can kind of make his own shot better than Grayson. But I think Malik's probably a little bit worse defender than Grayson, obviously. But even Marjon, if Marjon can literally develop right now, this team's going to be great because he's the defender first more than anything. And that's what we need on this team now that we got rid of Holiday. We're going to be lacking some perimeter defense for sure. So if Marjon can develop and be like a nice rotational piece even this year, hopefully more than that in the future, I think it's a great team, obviously. I mean, even without that, it's a great team, but I think that would just add to what this team already is. Then obviously Chris Middleton, if he can get back to what he's been, we saw little signs of that in the playoffs last year. Obviously did not end the way we wanted it. But I think he can. Honestly, he's got a whole offseason to improve and rehab from all those injuries. So I think he should be fully healthy. There's nothing setting him back at the beginning of this season. Then Giannis, we don't even need to talk about Giannis. It's Giannis. He's gonna be there and be doing great. And then Brook Lopez, who had his best season probably of his career last year, even though he's getting older. He just came off the back surgery from 2 years ago, and he had his best season this year, or the last year. So I don't think see why not. He can't have that best season again. Well, I don't think he'd have that season again, but just a decent season for Brook Lopez standards, and that's all we need for this team. We still were able to keep Bobby Portis in this trade, who has been a huge part of the last few playoffs. Well, not even playoffs, just Bucks seasons in general. Obviously, he's not the greatest defender, and that's kind of what lacks him, and that causes him to sometimes get benched in the playoffs. But, I mean, it is what it is. He's the sixth man on this team, so it's a luxury to have him off the bench. And I talked about Malik and Pat Connaughton. Pat Connaughton can play both 2, 3, and 4, honestly, in small ball lineups. He could play some 4. But we got Jay Crowder, too. Jay Crowder, he was bad last year. I think he needed some time to reacclimate himself to the NBA basketball after missing over half the season last year, just sitting at home because he didn't want to play for the Suns, which, hey, I don't blame them. And then we have Robin Lopez, which he's not going to need to play much unless Brook hopefully doesn't go down. But yeah, if we stay healthy, man, if we get good injury luck, I don't see how we don't win the championship. I'll be honest right now. I might be jinxing it, but I don't see why we can't. Literally the main thing that we were doing wrong last year in the playoffs is execution in the fourth quarter. We choked the last 2 games by far. We had 10 plus point leads going into the fourth quarter, I think. and we choked them in mostly the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. It was like the end of the game, and Jimmy Butler turned up, with respect to him. But we had Drew Holiday single coverage on. Maybe now we have a new coach, honestly, too. I didn't even mention that. But we're going to have some different coverages on players like Jimmy Butler because we don't have like that all-around defender. Like Giannis is a great defender, but he's not as good as on ball as Drew Holiday probably is, against guards. But now we're going to have multiple guys going at Jimmy. There's no way he wouldn't get doubled in his series with this team right now. So yeah, I'm so excited to watch this team play basketball. What is it, a month left? Less than a month until opening day, or opening game for us at least. I don't know if it's the first game of the year or not, but well, real quick, I want to talk about the other two teams in this trade. The Blazers, I like this package for the Blazers. They're going to be able to move off Holiday pretty easily, I think. They could get probably a couple picks, maybe a young player too, with that package for Holiday. And then you have those pieces along with Ayton, who I think they can maybe help improve with other young players around him, develop him more as the guy, you know? He's like one of the main guys in this offense. For the Suns, like, he's going to be playing with three other main scorers, so he'd be the fourth option, and he's not really a fourth option. He's more of an offensive big, so I think it makes sense for them. And obviously you get that Milwaukee pick in two swaps. And then for the Suns, they get, I'm not really high on what they got. They got Nurkic, which is a downgrade obviously to Ayton, and that's their only center on the team really. So I don't know why they even do this trade for that aspect. They also get Grayson Allen though, who is a solid role player. They also get Nazir Little from the Blazers, who I kind of like for them too. Like, he can maybe prove himself on a team that's winning and that needs another piece off the bench. So yeah, I mean, I don't hate it for the Suns, but they got off Ayton. That's what they wanted to do. So that is what it is for them. But the real loser to this trade is the Miami Heat. And honestly, it's karma. Don't beat the Bucks, man. Why did you beat us last year? I thought it was our year last year. Anyway, they lose out because they lost Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, two very key pieces to their finals run this last year. And who did they get? Josh Richardson. They also got RJ Hampton. He's nothing like Gabe Vincent. I'll say that much right now. Hopefully I'm not jinxing that either, but this Heat team, they didn't make improvements, and the only thing they were banking on is this Damian Lillard trade. And it didn't happen, so that's an L for them. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. And I think I'm going to turn this channel into like a Bucks content stuff, maybe some post-game reactions, other big news for the Bucks. So stick around if you like that. Also maybe some other NBA stuff going on here. So we'll see. But I'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be. Peace.